What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be talking about Patricia a little bit more. Mainly, is she even viable as like a spender first E5 hero if, and really only if, she becomes like a godly first Transcendence hero next month? Now, if we do take a look at her tenants, they're not great. They're not great. They're not horrible, though. If we do take a look at her tenant setup, she should get someone as her tenant 4 spot soon. I don't know why hers are so barren compared to previous ones, but I guess like, yeah, even like previous heroes, they slowly roll out. Let's talk about it. Number one, Waldeck. Waldeck's actually a really good one because I mean, he's really good. If you guys don't know why we use Waldeck on every new account, building up even as a suicide version, it's because of this blood frenzy effect. It says when the hero granted with blood frenzy is attacked by a bleeding target, increases self attack by 12% for 3 rounds and restores 60% of lost HP. That is a really cool effect if you can get bleeds on the enemies. And it just so happens when he dies, he bleeds all of them for 4 rounds, which is really 3 rounds as actual working. So it does work full effect here. Gives survivability, gives damage. That's why we do it. Let's talk about the other spots. Well, this one's Flora. Flora's not a horrible one, but she's not great either. At least she is a ranger. She actually doubles as a tenant for, I think, actually, who were we using it for? Were we actually using it for Eloise at the time? No. Who were we using it for? Was it actually hyperspace on our Ilamok? I can't remember. I don't know why, but we had a Flora on our account, so okay. She's not horrible. She has some CC. It's okay. Arania, regular Arania is not hard to build, and she is a support hero that can increase your attack and some other stats. So again, not horrible. And then we also have Natalie. It's the one hero. Natalie's also another great support hero. Now, are these as good as you would say for Eloise? No, definitely not. They do have a lot of different effects, though, that are pretty interesting. As we know, Natalie can get C-Lane 20 done in light, so there is the bonus in that. The only downside of this hero is the fact that you would have to build her first, and building a first hero as a dark hero is really hard because, well, food is really hard to come by. If I actually just come over to the dark faction, food is something that is very, very difficult to come by. So what we're going to do here today, I want to see how far we can take this with a splendid melodic strings. Now, the sad thing is, this Drake isn't going to do too much for us, but we can at least get him geared up and set up so that he could potentially be a tanky hero. You know what? Sure, you can keep the attack. It's fine. It's not like you're going to be doing much for us anyway. But let's get you in the team here. But yeah, you don't have the baby ticks. You don't have all those other things going on, but it does mean you have a really strong hero. Let's see how it looks, even if we just do something here, because we've been stuck on these waves for a little bit. Let's see how it would look like with a squad similar to this. Let's do this. The suicide heroes in the front. That kind of looks good. This feels like what we would normally do. However, the Drake probably wouldn't have a Drake, but that's not here nor there. Let's see what this hero does at V4 with a splendid melodic strings, because round 1 active isn't like super impressive for her. It's not horrible either. Actually, you know what? It almost felt like it was worse because she didn't have a chance to get some of those butterflies up before she uses her attack. So her active doesn't do that much. Yeah, it's almost better letting her get a round 1 basic, it feels like, right? Now, her dodging is absolutely amazing. I must say that. We are going to switch to the dot purify here. What if we just go with the golden crown then? Golden crown could make her extremely, extremely tanky here. And maybe this is what we need to finally break past this level, because I want to get to the Void campaign. Man, the Olivia shrink and everything is brutal. This is the one really bad thing about this hero is she does have some pretty good survivability, as you guys see. She's living a very, very long time here. Avoid the shrinks. The fact that she gets speed swapped is just so hard. This wave is one of the toughest waves out there. And let me put it this way. We were actually struggling with the Eloise that we had on this account as well. Yeah, it's like she's almost guaranteed to just get that shrink. So bad. Yeah, she just takes so many hits there. Don't know if we can afford to go like even more red here. Maybe a little sketchy. Do that, or maybe put her in the front row. Yeah, the speed swap is the worst part here because of course she's the fastest hero on the battlefield, which means she's always getting sped swapped. If she can dodge enough, it's just the burn. Oh my gosh, the burn is so brutal. So even like with Melodic, with Crown, all these things, and like I said, Melodic just doesn't feel that great just because, well, it's just not something you're normally going to be using. Yeah, this is bad. So many burn dots. Oh, I don't know if we'll be able to do it like this. We could throw in like the Hyperspace or Hunter Ilamok just to see what it would look like, but yeah, it's like she's almost guaranteed to just get shredded to pieces on this one here. And yeah, the crown's not looking that much better for us. Drake somehow dodging everything. Let's go back to a Melodic Strings and see how it would work again. See if she can get any type of damage out, because yeah, she does outspeed the first round. She almost killed off one Olivia by herself. That's not going to do much though, because most of our damage is coming in. Oh my gosh, actually, you know what? We're just killing ourselves here. This is just horrible. Honestly, just chucking some random hero in is probably going to serve us better than letting them get crowd controlled. The Flora is literally killing us here. Get some of those guys out. Oof. That's a lot of damage coming in. We're gonna have to rely on her chances to dodge, it looks like. But, oh wow, we almost actually killed Valk round 1. That's pretty impressive. The Valk round 1 just shredded us to pieces. My goodness. Granted, this is still closer than the Eloise was, because the Eloise did horrible for us on this one. That was the right line of actions to happen, but yeah, that's definitely not happened with the tankiness, with the reflect, all those things. The only thing I can hope for is if we do gear up another hero, maybe his contributions will help here. I don't know. Generating some shielding might help. But again, round 1 active with Melodic, it just doesn't feel good. Not at all. If anything, maybe like a Punisher staff would be feeling better. Yeah, that's definitely not the way to go. Crown definitely feels better in this situation, but even then, I honestly don't know if we can do this. Of course you stun, right? Of course you manage to stun. Yeah, the Fairy Guard's becoming really dangerous as well. And then if we don't dodge like all the attacks, which is possible, I don't know if we're going to be able to beat waves like this. Now, luckily she doesn't CC. Yeah, that shrink is just so brutal. Makes our damage go down to nothing. We'll have to figure out if there is another way for her to work, but I do think a tanky crown is one of the better ways to run here. Now, we can chuck her in kind of by herself or with her like tenants that we're building, kind of like this. Nice bog standard team. And see how far we can take it in something like Tower of Dreams. That might be something we can make a little more progress in. We do get outsped immediately, so we do have to worry about the damage incoming. And our damage output isn't super amazing. Granted, I will say Eloise doesn't do super amazing at this point either, but we don't have an Eloise to V4 just yet. not looking super great. She is tanky, and she is dodging a lot of attacks, which we can basically dodge like the entirety of a Mirax active almost. Look at all those dodges we're getting. And like I said, she can get up to like 50% dodge, which is really, really cool. And that just nullifies so much of the incoming damage, which is very, very unique. And that is amazing damage. Holy cow, she just keeps hitting over and over. Now, we could technically die if we don't dodge stuff, which is the sketchy part. Oh, he almost died, but yeah, it is possible to survive. Now, going against carries and mims might be a little sketchy. I'll have to see how it turns out. I honestly have a feeling that she could take out mim waves as well, just like Eloise can, just because she has the healing. She can dodge attacks. I feel like she would be good enough for regular tower as well. Ooh, yeah, she's tanky. Oh my goodness, with this golden crown, she is super tanky. All right, so let's see if she can actually clear out most of this. Of course, the first one we try to skip, she immediately loses. But yeah, I think my goal here is we're gonna let this kind of account kind of just sit for a while. I'll try to get some hero copies here and there and stuff like that. But if she becomes a really good first Transcendence hero, we might go in and try to see if we can make it a reality with this account and see what it would be like. That's a lot of a feather it hits. Look at all those numbers popping up. Holy cow. Yeah, this is just going to come down to RNG if we can dodge enough deadly attacks or if we get completely slaughtered. Nice thing is, basically every other round we should get an active. Ooh, so much damage. Okay, this round is going to be the sketchy one. All the actives coming in. As long as we dodge enough of it, we should be... Oh, no. Oh, no. It gets a little sketchy there towards the end now, doesn't it? If only there was some sort of like artifact that gave some more dodge chance, I feel like it would be like one of the best artifacts for her in the world. But I'm still impressed compared to a lot of Transcendence heroes, or their non-Transcendence version of heroes. This is actually pretty good, and surprisingly enough, you kind of don't mind her getting basic attacks off because it puts more of those little butterflies out. That means she's going to have a potential to do more active skill damage, which is burst damage, which is kind of important. So you see all those butterflies floating out there. That's pretty solid. Next active is going to hit very hard. This round's active could kill some targets, and I think we need it to. They want Garuda healed back up. We did take out Mirax, which is an important target to take out, but we are at the end of the bonus damage reduction on our golden crown, which is the issue here. Yeah, that's the issue. It just falls off. So I'm going to continue to test this hero, see where she might work out, and we'll continue saving up artifacts, hero copies, because like I said, I could get this Waldeck higher up. I just don't have the hero copies. Natalia. Yeah, I'm going to have to save up for Natalie copies. And same with Arania copies. We only have like one Arania, so we have no chests on this account. The one nice thing, we do have like some sublimation, not a lot. We have a lot of contract starry gems to go in and get some good rewards too, so that is on the table. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's wait and see what Transcendence Patricia can do in 3 weeks, because that could be interesting. See you guys next time.